I've done this like 4 times now. The neighbors are just way too loud. Hello, X here, back in the shed. Today I want to show you how I'm going to install DaveP's Wicked Little Tri-Ring. Come along. Alright, so we're back in the shed. We got DaveP's Wicked Little Tri-Ring here. And I got Anakin Starkiller's Hero Kit. That could be also a Yuma. This one actually comes from our boy Goody on the RPF. He donated his kit to me to experiment with the stencils. So I finally come up with my last revision of stencils, and I'm going to send it back to him because he wants to do the finish work on it. So I hope he's happy with the stencils. But I've had this hilt for a very long time. Goody's been waiting a long time, so I'm going to install Dave P's Wicked Little Tri-Ring on it for him for free as a token of my appreciation. But with Anakin Starkiller's Hero, he gauged his pommel cube hole off of a found tri-ring. So it's a little bit larger than Dave P's actual accurate tri-ring. So it flops around in there and goes side to side. So it really irked me. So I figured I was trying to figure out a way to make it centered and try and get it to flow. So that's when I decided to 3D print this little plug here. Simple little plug that slides. It's tolerance tight, it slides in the pommel hole, and then we cut the tri-ring sharply on the edge here, and we squeeze it on there, and it bites into the pommel cube plug, this 3D printed part, and actually sometimes holds it really well. It will center it awesome, but if you cut this the right way and pinch it just enough, it should keep it floating. So let's get to doing that. So realistically, all I really use is these cutters. I actually have bolt cutters downstairs, mini bolt cutters that I use, but these will work since I'm in the shed. Some needle nose to spread them, and a vise. When doing this, I seem to have the most control with a vise. You can do it with pliers, but I see a lot of people slip and damage the pommel cube. So if you have a vise, take the extra effort and just use the vise. I'll show you how easy it is with the vise. So first, the pommel cube plug, with the way it prints, one side is actually fatter than the other. To test that, you simply can put it in the pommel cube and see where it sits. Kind of like Winnie the Pooh, it gets stuck in there. So this side, I'm lying, you're going to need more tools. You're going to need tweezers, yeah, okay. So we're going to have to cut that end off a little bit. So hold it down like that. I'm just going to cut that edge, because the way it prints on the bed, there's just one little extra lip there. Nothing fancy, just cut it like that. Alright, now with that trimmed, you can see how much I took off. I'm just going to put that in the pommel cube hole. Okay, she's in there. We're just gonna give her a little oomph in there. So part one is done. We got the pommel cube plug in the pommel cube. Next, we're gonna prep the tri-ring. All right, so we got Dave's tri-ring here. Now we're just gonna take a little bit off each side. Don't have to take much. Like most of the time we take 1/8 inch off. Not even that. We're just gonna pinch this edge here and get a nice sharp edge off of it. So I'm just gonna cut it very little, okay? I'm gonna do one way. Make sure to wear glasses. This is stainless, so it's really hard to cut. All right, that's perfect. See how sharp that is? We're gonna use that to bite into the spacer. So we have that one going this way. Let's make this one go the opposite way. See how I have one going one way and one going the other? We're going to use that to bite into the pommel cube spacer. So now I'm just going to take the needle nose, give it a little just to get over the pommel cube. Try and insert it one side. There we go, just enough. Let's go over to the vise. This is very difficult to film. So we got the tri-ring installed. I'll attempt to show you on screen installing this tri-ring. It's actually spread a little bit wider than normal. I normally don't spread it this much. With a wider spread like this, it's more difficult to get going. So I'm just gonna go like this and start pinching it in. Okay, so we got it lined up in the hole. Actually, you can see it really good on screen. Polymer cubes are clear. We don't want to scratch the polymer cubes. One bite, I'm gonna take it out, reposition it. Take your time because you can screw up the hilt. It's only difficult when I'm trying to film it. I just did 2 of them with ease. Okay, so you can see it. We're gonna pinch this tight. Polymer cubes are far away from the vise, far away, about 1/4 of an inch away. Pinch it nice and tight. We're gonna dig into that 3D printed part. This is why I believe in a vise. And we're gonna release. Look at that. We have an erect tri-ring, just like the Yuma picture. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So there you go. We got an erect tri-ring. Should flip it. Stays up. Oh. Stays up like in the picture with Hamill. I'll throw that up right now. I just want to thank Goody for letting me use his hilt to practice my stencils on. I hope he's surprised with the tri-ring. The 3D printed polymer cube plug, I'm gonna somehow throw it up on Thingiverse. I'm gonna throw that up on Thingiverse. It's very simple. You can download it and 3D print it. If you don't have a 3D printer, I mean, I don't know. Send me a $1 so it covers a stamp, and I'll mail you one out in a regular envelope. I have a bunch of them printed for commissions, so if you need one, just send me a PM and send me $1 and I'll send one out to you. I personally believe, as of right now on the market, every single hero in Yuma needs a Dave P tri-ring. It's the best one out there. He made his own jig and he makes them all by himself. They're the most accurate tri-rings to date, and as of right now, I believe every hero should have one. Dave P can be found on the RPF. He's got a thread on there for his tri-rings. They're very inexpensive. They come from the UK, so it takes about 2 weeks for me to get them, but they're well worth it. He has stainless steel and he has mild steel. With the mild steel, you can get it to rust like the one, like the hero is today. The hero's all rusty. I love this tri-ring. I'm converting all my heroes and Yumas to this tri-ring. It's the best. I want to thank Dave P for his wicked little tri-ring. I want to thank Goody for letting me borrow his hilt to do the prototype of the stencils. And I want to thank Trooper Trent for helping me fine tweak all these little stencils. I thank you all. I hope you all enjoyed watching. This is Hallowax, out.